Hello there and welcome. I'm Fight Penguin, and I'll be running through the Exiled Clan for the Wurmkin, the new DLC for the Last Divinity. And I'm just going to fire it up on Covenant Rank 1 because I really want to just kind of finish the campaign with this guy, and level up as fast as we can. I think Exiled is going to give us 1 damage per candy, which is interesting because that's just kind of meaning that we need to build these things up as quickly as possible. Whereas Reap was kind of like, so this is going to act like a little bit more like a torch, I think. And then Shardeds are going to act a little bit more like Frostbite. So I'm going to try to just go random. We'll see what happens here. I don't really know much about the way that this guy plays, and I don't know anything about his upgrades. To be honest, he's kind of an enigma. Shade Splitters are fine. I think I'm gonna like having a card that I can play whenever, which is pretty cool. Hosting Kin, Immortal Trade, and Ancient Resonance. Deal 5 damage to enemy units per candy, which is awesome because that's going to be pretty similar to our Echo Break, but maybe like more AoE. And then Hosting Kin is going to take away from our Echoes. So I guess in that case, these two cards might kind of be at odds with one another, but they'll have different purposes, and so that's okay. Immortal Trade is, again, like my least favorite card to start with. Hello, and welcome into the stream. I have just started. This is my first Exiled run with a new clan. First time seeing the Dark Forge champions and all that. Echo Right is his name. I didn't get the name earlier, so Echo Right, which is kind of a serious, sinister name for what's essentially a bug riding a little cannon. Like, he's way too cute to have a name like Echo Right. I guess Echo Right, it's fine. It's cute enough. Resolve, return a random consumed spell to your hand. Okay, so we don't start with any consumed spells. And I don't think that the Umbra have as many of them as some of the other clans, so this one might actually not be the way to go. The Shellsmith add Bounding Echoes to your hand, which we don't know what those are. Bounding Echoes is a consume spell that applies Infuse to everything in the hand, and then Etch is so that whenever I play the consume spell, he applies armor to friendly units. I think we'll go with the Shellsmith. We'll make you like a kind of a support unit in that sense. I wasn't sure if you were more of a support guy or if you were like a DPS, because I thought that's a lie. What's a lie? That he's the Anthrowolf, or sorry, the Echo Right isn't cute. No, I don't know what. I don't know if he's more of a support unit or not. I thought his like cute little like glass cannon thing meant that he was going to be a damage dealer. Everything. Is it the cake? When you play a spell, spells in hand that cost less are reduced to 0. We have a few. Hey. Throwing my credibility under the bus already. So we have 1 2-cost spell, but I think Day's just way better for surviving the early game, which means that I'm going to crank through the packs. And I might regret that, to be honest. I think Concussive Coals is maybe wasn't as good as the spell one, and the Umbra actually has some expensive spells. So now that I think about it, I probably should just gone the other way. That's okay. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Non-boss enemy units get 4. We will not take this. Not yet. Not yet. We'll get exciting with those once we feel like we're pretty strong. Because I don't know how this guy's how he's gonna hold up. I mean, he has very little health, and I basically am just gonna have to defend him with stewards for now. So can I kill these units? Not with what I have, because I'm not gonna have enough. I'm not gonna have enough infused things to kill people. Oh, they're all dazed. Never mind, we'll be fine. How about this? Boom. So you give me 1 Bounding Echo. Is that really all you're gonna give me? That seems weak. I'm gonna use it right away. You etched, which means you applied armor to yourself, which is awesome. So now I want to basically make this floor have as many of these little echoes as possible so that I can knock out all these dudes. We'll throw you down low. Let's just keep etching, I think, and then we'll kill this guy because he's the only one that can actually do damage to us, and then we'll drop this big guy. Okay, so Echoes is still at 1. I don't want to use Immortal Trade because I don't want that Ember Drain on my conscience. I don't want to have to deal with the Ember Drain, to be honest. Ember Drain is very special. Now on Covenant 11, managed to do 9 and 10 back to back with Melting Stygian. Yeah, Melting Stygian. That's surprising. I really dislike that combo, but that's just my personal preference. So like, if you can make it work, then by all means do it. Because I think there are a lot of I'm gonna put both of you guys there. There are a lot of combos with those two. You kind of just have to hunt for them. And so if you can make it work, you can make it work, and it's usually a good. Ooh, I like this. Okay, you're gonna go there. I really should have played Ancient Resonance, but I didn't have the mana because I played the Morsel Jeweler. That was probably a little unnecessary, but at least I got the Collector. We'll play this guy sometime soon. I'm gonna Echo Break all of these guys, because I don't think you really need to have the candies on your floor. So I don't really need to stack candies here like I do with everything else. And then I'm just gonna play you, and I'll let you damage my stew. Okay. So I need consume cards to get etch. I think I need consume cards so that we can be armoring as much as possible. Melting with Stygian card rotation spells. Yeah, exactly. Sometimes that works as well. And then if you don't get Seraph, whichever one burns your spells, because I think the melting kind of suffer from their spells being burned because they like really need the spells for reform. So if you get that combo, it works out well. Hosting Ken is going to be good for the boss because they're free. And I want to use them at the end of the turn so we can extract after we do this. And then we'll do this. I think we're just going to play everything on the hand, honestly. So Rubble Morsel? No, let's go with the other one. Okay, they're both Rubble Morsels, of course. Ah, I should have chump blocked with that guy. That's okay. I think we'll get the kill with the Hosting Ken, especially if I can hit him twice. There it is. Cool. All right, so first boss down. That plus 5 damage per Echo seems pretty good, or per candy seems pretty good. I don't know how Reap is going to work in this guy with this guy, and I really do want to find a bunch of consume cards, but unfortunately we didn't get any of those. Shard Trap, Echo Transfer, Echo Infusion. I think with Shard Trap being as like a cheap infused card I can play at any time, and it does 2 damage to backliners, I think maybe it's a good play. I still don't know if it's a good card yet. I haven't quite figured that out. Grovel. We're going to be dealing with Seraph the Chaste, which cleanses away the damage shield and the Rage and Ember Drain. What's the new guy do? I missed it. That's fine. He is a kind of a support unit. I haven't really gotten him down yet. I think his thing might be able to hear the helicopter. I think his thing is that he is going to. So this variant of him, at the very least, is going to apply armor to everybody on the floor whenever I play a consumed card. But the thing is I don't really have any consume cards. I basically only have the card that he himself summons, which is Bounding Echoes, which just makes everything purple. So, so as of right now, he is kind of his own self-little combo. I think Perils of Production might be a good idea, because we could play Perils, and then we could maybe start to do some of this Ember Drain stuff. Perils really allows you to get crazy with the Ember Drain. So I'm wondering if maybe that's a good play. We could try to hold over this. I think it might be a way to go. I like those Perils of Production decks. They're a good time usually. And then I want to get a unit, and I think I really need to focus on getting this Perils on holdover. So let's go here and shoot for holdover. I just love holdover. 20 magic power and consume will be a good thing to throw on a lot of our different spells. It might be good for Echo Break. Might be good for... I think it'll be good on Echo Break, because then we'll be able to get the consume 20 damage spell runes. Yeah, exactly. So if I can use this, I wish I had Blink instead of Shade Splitter, because Shade Splitter or Blink is much better with this plus 20 consume, and so that would have actually like synergized really nicely, because I could use this runestone on Blink. But I think it might be fine on this Echo Break. -1 spell. I'll give you the -1. I need to re-roll though. Double stack. Okay, double stack can work. We can make this work anyway. The thing about double stack on what we're dealing with here is that I don't want to get too much rage. Like I'm not really worried about the rage and the ember drain, I guess, because our Seraph the Chaste is going to just disregard all of that anyway, or just like chop it in half. So for all three of these cards, I'm really more worried about like the secondary effect. And the immortal trades are really only going to be good for our like for our build up. So for the mob units and all the bosses in between here and there. So I think maybe we give it to Immortal Trade, but then... No, I don't like it at all, actually. I don't think I double stack here. I think we stick to this. Deal 33 damage to a unit and move to the back. We'll stick with this, and then also because it's consumed, it'll be a little bit better. Let's make Shade Splitters better, because they're kind of a waste of mana most of the time. And then we'll purchase too. Alright, so a big shop. A big shop. Oh no. Oh no, already with the craziness. Ancient Renaissance, deal 5 damage to enemy units per shard and 30 damage. Or is it better just to up one of our basic damage cards? This basically makes it a 1 damage 30 torch, which is fine. I have no problem with that. I like that, actually. Yes, I like that. We're gonna take it. That changes the purpose of it a little bit, but it's still strong. Upgrade a spell with -1 and purge. It doesn't do anything once it's -1, so it just goes from 0 to 0, unfortunately. You can't like add 1. I wouldn't mind. I mean, purge is kind of weird to throw on a card. Like, why would I take 10 pack shards just to purge a spell? I don't think that one is for me. I actually don't particularly like that upgrade. And then we'll grab an Umber unit. Okay, so I know that the Morsel Master and the Morsel Master and the Morsel Maker upgrades are super good for this build. So, or for the Divine Essence piece, where you can like merge them with other units. So I'm wondering if I should grab a Morsel Master. And a Collector is actually... The Collector's the more strong of the two. So I want one of these two guys. Actually, I kind of want them both. I just don't know... I kind of like the Collector, having him around, and then we can find other ways to gorge later. Because him with the little... with the Echo Ray, at least he's going to be gaining some armor. The problem, though, is that Lifesteal and Seraph the Chaste don't go well together at all. Yeah, it's kind of like the opposite of the strategy that I need to go for with the... Let's just take the Morsel Master, and then we'll look for another way. So if I sacrifice you, what do I get? If I sacrifice you, I get... When you summon a Morsel unit on this floor, create a copy. Okay, so that's going to be perfect if I can grab like an Overgorger or something. But obviously if you can grab an Overgorger, you're doing well anyway. I can see that Purge Stone being useful in High Covenant ranks, since purging becomes harder. Yes, you could be right. You are going to have a lot less opportunities to do so because the stores, the toss in a store is much more expensive. So I can understand that. At the start of battle, enemies appear on each floor. I don't think I want this. I do have a couple spells that will, like, Ancient Resonance will clear out everything on the floor. And then this will clear out 1, but I don't think I'm going to have enough to clear out everything. I don't have that much AoE. So I'm just going to call it easy. Oh, there would be days, though. No, I think we stick with what we have. So Echo Ray and Morsel Master, I'm going to put you two on the same floor, and I guess we're going to make Echo Ray our... like damage dealer, I guess. Honestly, he's gonna have to kind of be both the tank and the damage dealer. So I'll put you there. I will play you. I'm not concerned with that X because I am gonna play Ancient Resonance. And then I don't want to waste Bounding Echoes right now. I think it's best just to play this and then maybe throw a stew up top. I'll get the Bounding Echoes hopefully on another rotation, and where I can maybe play it with like an Immortal trade or something. So this, I love, the Dazed is coming in so clutch right now. So I need this so that I can, that's not what I want. I want to be able to buff him up as much as possible, but unfortunately, Rubble Morsels don't really do that. So we'll get 2 energy next turn. These guys are not all going to die, but I can kill you with this. There's really no bonus to playing that, so I'm just going to throw a stew on the middle floor, even though we have haste. Okay, so I need to get him as many Shades players as possible. Throw that with you, throw that with you. Okay, so we have Jewelers to pick from. I'll give that to you. I should have given it to the one up top. This doesn't, none of these do anything right now, unfortunately. The Consume spell will give everybody some armor, though. But I would have to sacrifice something for it. I could literally have to kill all my units for it. So that isn't going to do anything. And then if I did this, I'd have to do the same. So basically, both of these Consume spells, I would have to sacrifice a unit just to get 4 armor on my final boss. And I'd much rather him have the shield. Much rather him have the shield. Okay, so we're going to buff you up. We're going to buff you up more, because Ember Drain is for the next turn. We don't have to worry about it right now. Oh, I should have done this. I'm going to play it. I should have played it first. I didn't. This will allow us to go here, which should kill you, and then we can also knock you out in the back. Okay, perfect. So we're struggling a little bit. We're not doing well. We don't have much as far as unit tankiness goes. Like, survivability is very, very low. Apply armor 2 to friendly units. I think either of these two will be really solid. I'd like to be able to give health to you. I think this is going to have more value for us, because right now we don't care about the candies being on the floor, really. They're just there to power up our Echo Breaks. And Temper Assault's always a good card. Hack Morsels is also a really good card, especially because it's a Consume spell, and we have so many synergies with Consume. I don't really have any cards that I want to duplicate. Potentially like the Morsel Master, just to get its effect. It might be best if I grab an Umbra unit that we maybe can set as a Gorger. Okay, so a Shadow Eater is also not the best Gorger. As much as I want this Shadow Eater, or I want a Gorger. Plus 10 and Gorge restore 10 health. So it actually doesn't give a unit the damage. Plus 10, and damage shield 3. I don't think that that's worth it either. I don't want this gorging unit. There's so many better gorging units for what we have. I'm gonna skip them. I might regret this. The first time each turn an enemy unit dies, add 2 morsel units to hand, or plus 2 in the middle floor. We could go plus 2 on the middle floor, and then that's going to allow us to play way more morsels if we just start setting up there. Okay, so these 3 are fun, and I've only actually apparently beat a game with a Petrified Skull, but all of these are, if you don't play them for a couple of turns, they get much stronger at the end of it. I think that the sword might be the way to go here, because we're kind of, like, the damage shield's just going to get cleared away. I think we'll go with sword, and it'll become a Consume spell once we get the... Oh! Okay, so now that I know that I have that, the artifact that this cavern will give me actually changes purge spells into Consume spells. So if I can find another one of those purge stones, I can actually make a spell purge, and then once I get the artifact from this event, the Most Blessed Sword event, it basically won't purge anymore. So it's kind of like a way to get around that. That's kind of cool. That's a nice little, like, cavern synergy. But I wish that I would have just taken the purge thing before. I probably would have played it in that fight anyway, though, so it's not like I'm really getting a ton of value out of it. I can't actually kill this unless I play the sword, and I don't want to play the sword. So, do I want someone to die? Not really. I could tank one of the 2 hits from this guy, with a Shade Splitter? No, I can tank both of them. I can tank both of them. Here's how. Shade Splitter. Give me 2 morsels. And they're both going to die. And then the Echo Right will jump at the back. I don't need to play this just yet. I don't want to play this yet either because I don't want the Ember Drain and the energy is not going to do anything for me. And then we'll just hang on to the Battling Echoes. Nice. Okay, so we did survive. Did survive through the wonders of morsel blocking. Unfortunately, this one's going to be a little harder. Resonance should clean this floor out, which is nice. I do want to get morsels going. And then we can consume there. Echo Break, I should probably play down low. So let's kill you with that. Because you were the big spooky unit. I'm not so worried of you. Because I think we will be able to chew through you with spells. I would like to give you health. I need to do both of these things. So we're definitely going to consume. It's going to give everybody armor. We're definitely going to morsel jeweler and magma morsel. Awesome. So now you're going to just get buffed like crazy, and then resonance is going to clean out everything on the floor. Nice. Nice. Okay. I can't use this guy, unfortunately. I could just like chump block with you, but I think I'm just going to play you there. And then we'll see if I can throw a train steward up top or something like that later. Okay. So I need to drop you somehow. This is gonna give the kill. Shard Trap would also give the kill. Reap might not be a bad idea to throw in Daedalus, just get some chip damage in every now and then. Okay, so here's how I think we play it. We do this, and then we give a steward a nice little chunk of health. Nice little chunk of health. We'll give it to the other guy. Give it to your coworker. All right, he's dead. And then I think the guy in the back made it up, but ideally, yeah, I was gonna say ideally, the stewards will take care of it. You're 1 reap, huh? It's not super good, but it is there. 20 damage in the back. I don't like that you're going to raise everybody up here, even though they're low health. I don't have any way of killing all of them, so I think I'm just going to Echo Break you. And then I think I'm going to... No, let's Echo Break you. And the reason being that I want to consume something on this floor. I'm going to do that. And then I can... It doesn't really matter. I'm basically just giving this floor charged echoes to make the reap slightly worse. It isn't going to do that much more, but the concept's still there. Okay, I will chump block both of your attacks with these guys, and then there, I'm going to grab some extra health. Steward, you would die if I put you down there. That might not be a bad idea, though. Get you out of the deck, and we'll get to our damage spells more often. So this exiled champion is a little bit more of like a support unit, and I have to make him a frontliner, unfortunately, just because of the way this is working out. I really do think that Echo Right would go super well with the Melting Remnant, because you're going to have a lot of small health units, and so that could be kind of interesting, because you're going to have a bunch of units that you can buff up with that armor. I don't really know how to play this guy yet, but I don't think that I'm doing it the way I should. I think that there's probably a better way to do this. I need to get... I don't like that. Probably should kill you in the back. Think so. And then we can block everything with morsels. Well, hold on. Don't block with that just yet. Lifesteal. You need the lifesteal. I think we can block with the damage shields. Because ironically, it's kind of like blocking with a damage shield anyway. You're just blocking with it before it's applied to the unit. You know, it's the same kind of concept. And then I don't need this guy. But it would give you some armor. No, I don't need it. I think we're good. I would love to get rid of these Immortal Trades. I don't think Immortal Trade's a good card unless you have the Primordium. Or sorry, the Primordium or the Penumbra. I feel like both of them are kind of just weak overall. Or weak for other clans. That's an easy play, I think. How are you not dying? Because you have lifesteal. So I think we're going to burn through that lifesteal stack no matter what. If I do this, maybe we won't. because it'll be attack, 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 and then I will hit once and then heal up all of it? No, I will attack you and I'll heal up all of it with a 37 health. Okay, so as much as I want you to have more lifesteal, so I think now we play the Immortal Trade, and then it might be a better idea to Echo Break in the back. I think so. I think so. Okay, I'm gonna play this out. Alright, Daedalus is dead. We've killed the mechanic man, which I still feel like he's just the most like regular dude that happens to get caught up in this whole thing. Like he's not a bad guy. He's just like a mechanic. He's just doing his job. It's all the other ones are like demonic figures of hell, and he's just makes stuff. Consume infused, remove 3 shell from eggs. That'd be nice if I had some eggs, but I don't. And I think you need the egg before you get the accelerated incubation, which came first. I would like to get more consume cards, but I don't know if trample's it. Trample. I don't have any high damage cards just yet, and I don't know how this guy builds. Trample could go kind of crazy if I had like a Bogfly or something like that, but I don't. That's the thing, is I don't have the cards for it just yet. And the 4 armor that he's applying to everybody is, I'm not really taking advantage of it because I don't have a bunch of small little units. Yeah, so Trample has some super awkward uses, and I think one thing that makes Trample absurdly good is if you have Sweep on a unit. So if you have one unit that has Sweep, it will apply. So like if these are your 3 units, it'll apply trample damage here, carry over that damage to here, and then the sweep will apply full damage plus the old trample damage. So you basically can multiply your damage like times 3 when it hits the backline unit. Not quite that perfect, but some kind of close to it. So if you have a floor of like 5 1 cost or 1 health units and then a boss behind it, you can technically apply like 6 times your basic attack to that final boss. Yeah, which is super weird. And it's not really how you would expect. Okay, there's my egg. Of course. I just turned down the egg cards. All right, well I think we have to go. Eggy boy. I have the perfect setup for a Gorger too. I have the Morsel Maker and the other stuff. I think we have to go Eggy boy. I like these guys, and we're not really using the echoes for anything, or not echoes. I'm not really using the charges for anything, the candies, the Skittles. So let's taste the rainbow on this egg. I think that Ember Drain, if we want to lean into the Ember Drain at all, we need more Ember. We kind of have the capacity, at least on the middle floor. I think we go with this. Yeah, that's going to allow me to play way more of those damage spells per round as well. Wurmkin Banner. I also want magic. Unfortunately, like the 2 are at odds with each other. Wouldn't mind tossing. Merchant of Steel. I think we go Wurmkin Banner because we need something to be in front of this guy, and then hopefully it's good. Okay. Kinhost Vessel. Having 2 eggs. We could kind of have like an infirmary. Just kind of make like a like an egg floor. Would that be good? Would an egg floor be nice? I don't think it would be too bad. And also, the Eggy boys want to be on the same floor as Echo, right? Because he could apply armor to everybody. But they kind of need like a tank in front of them. And I already have one that I maybe could apply some stuff to and then dupe it. Gain 2 in armor 1. Or gain 2 in armor 2. Okay, so I think I go Carver. And you are like an egg associate. I mean, you just give them 2 health stones. Yeah, just pump them up with a ton of health. I think Shardstone Carver is a good card to stand in front of an egg because you get points every time we add the candies to the floor, and then the eggs benefit from like taking those candies away. So I think we go Shardstone. Let's see what's in here first. Twinstone. Okay, so the Purge +1. There might be some wonky stuff I can do there. True Stone. Upgrade a spell with 10 magic power and piercing. Piercing, huh? Ooh, Ancient Resonance could be amazing for taking out tanks. Honestly, taking out an entire floor plus tanks. Okay. I also could just make one Echo Break and Piercing card. And then try to get like a holdover or something on this. I think Ancient Resonance is too good of a card to just put +10 damage piercing on. I think it really needs like a holdover or a permafrost or I don't know. It's such a good card. I feel like I need to be playing it all the time. Deal 23 damage to a unit piercing. I think I'd rather just have the Echo Break do it. Let's go with this. We'll make this card better. And then infusing essences. We could give the summon a morsel unit on this floor, create a copy to like the Shard Soul. Because I don't think that I need Morsel Maker to be, or Morsel Master to be its own unit. Like I don't really need you in a unit form. I would have loved to have applied that to a gorging unit, but I still haven't like gotten one yet. What are the odds of us getting a Gorger? Very few. Very, very few opportunities for getting more units. Okay. So in that case, maybe we give that to the Gorger, and then we like give that to the Shard Soul, and then we can maybe make the Shard Soul a little bit bigger, apply Morsel Master to it, and then the middle floor is just like this infirmary floor. Because how big is our middle floor? Our middle floor is 7. So if you think about it like this, it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then if I could get a spot for morsels in. Does this make sense? The amount of times I've grabbed a Morsel Master, think it's a Morsel Maker is ridiculous. Yeah, and I think the Morsel Master is better if you have high value morsels, so like Pact and yeah, if you have Pact and whatever the other one is, the one that gives you rare morsels for killing ×3. Libby, what's up? What's up? Playing some Stellaris. Oh yeah, you guys are doing the group Stellaris today, right? The big strategist campaign. I think we just make this guy super tanky. And then we try to make him bigger through Inspire cards. Okay, so here's my plan. I might not like it, but this is what we're doing. We're going all in on the Shard Soul. He's going to be massive. My problem was tank, and now it is not. And then we're going to give him the Spirit. You are now a honorary Gorger, my friend. Welcome to being a welcome to being the cornerstone of my team. Twinstone could go well on something like this, because we could play it twice on a floor. No, I don't want to play it twice on a floor. I want to play it twice. What about Pact Morsels? No, because I can't eat all of them. Barrels of Production? Yeah. How's the campaign going? How's the Confederations? Play Rage 3 and Ember Drain 2 to friendly units. Perils of Production. So I think Spell Chain works well on cards where you want to play them more than once in one single turn, whereas like Perils of Production, I want to play every single turn, which is a very different type of card. This might work as well because it's free. It doesn't really seem like I'm getting the value out of this effect with like literally any of them, but I think something like Shard Trap that I want to play more than once a turn is better than Resonance and Perils that I want to play every turn. Same with Pact Morsels. I want to play this like every turn. Yeah, and I don't necessarily know that I'm going to have the extract, so I don't want to play this. Okay, shard trap it is. Welcome to the team. And I really just wanted to get my pack shards as high as possible, so I'm okay with like taking all this craziness. Battlestone on you? Sure, it'll keep you alive through sweep units in case we find any of those. We can ditch the stew. Since we have so much cash, apply armor 8 to friendly units. So you basically just double down on the tanky part, or return a random consume spell to your hand. Resolve return a random consume spell to your hand actually seems like a better one to get towards the end of the run instead of going for the beginning of the run. Because like this was my secondary that I could have started with, and I kind of decided, Gabo, hello! And quite the raid. Welcome, welcome. Hello, hello. What were you playing, Gabo? What were you up to? I'm gonna grab this guy. Oh, I shouldn't be like looking down here. My camera's up here. I'm new to this whole thing, so we're doing this like for the second time actually. Cats everywhere, as far as I can see. Gabo, are all of your we got Gabo RNG, Gabo Cat, and Gabo Theskews. I love it. Watching throat singing, Himalayan throat singing. My stream died, so we bounced. Oh, and QB Dev, hello, hello, welcome. Going to be this is the first run that I've had with this like exiled cute little crab on a, or like bug on a gun. I guess he's kind of got his own like steed. Yeah, the first two emotes are cursed. I don't know about that. Oh, the first two in the second group? Nah, they're not cursed. Cat emotes are always good. I love them. Awesome. So I just wrecked my deck. I'm not sure how much Monster Train fans are in the group here, but I kind of just wrecked my deck to make this guy as big as possible. That was the point, and now he's huge. How's the new DLC? We prefer Blurst Tom. Which one's Blurst Tom? Oh, we just preferred Blurst. That works too. Played a good amount until a few months ago. So I'll give a kind of like a rundown. The new DLC is super focused on risk and reward, and basically a lot of the mechanics that the new group introduces are based on consume spells, and then like using this new currency called the Echoes to either do negative things to your enemy or do positive things to yourself. And so like cards that are all purpley like this are going to basically charge this little meter. So like this will charge the meter, and then anything that is going to extract has an effect based on how many of these there are. And then there are some spells or some units like this guy, this little egg pupa thing, that hatch now, which is just like weird. So they basically just changed Monster Train like a lot. there's a lot going on. I'm actually not gonna throw you down there because I want to feed here. So I want to make you as big as possible, and I don't want to extract. You guys are both dazed, so you can handle him. Let's put him up here. Let's do this, and then we'll play it on you. Whoa, what? No! Shh. I thought it was this extract card. It wasn't. I just killed my boy. My favorite like extract card is this one that applies 10 health, and so I fully just wanted to make him as tanky as possible. All right, so now we don't have to worry about what floor he goes on, unfortunately. Oh no. All right, well that happened. So I don't want to take away the echoes from here. I want to build as many of them as possible because this egg will like consume the echoes to hatch. That was all right. Don't think about it. Don't worry about it. It's over now. It's gone. The little Eggman, he'll be back. He'll be back. All right. So as many of these purple cards I want to play on this floor as possible to hatch the egg. So I'm going to use our new like Reap spell chain, dude. I get to basically just play twice, like that. And then he's huge. F, yeah, a little bit. A little bit. The other thing that's new with this DLC that might be kind of cool, just kill you, is if you notice these guys are huge, like 170 and 9, the units on the other side that are like cursed like this scale in a way that feels kind of like jammed from Enter the Gungeon. It's like if you take these powerful upgrades that give you pack shards, they basically just buff the heck out of the other team. So these guys are massive because I've been taking, yeah, this dude too, because I've been taking all these risk reward things. So I have like some super sweet upgrades, but okay, don't make the mistake of playing that on my own unit. I think I'm just gonna clear this out and then you'll do more damage to him. All right, well, rest in peace, Echo, right? 2021 to 2021. I'm gonna drop that Weight of Contrition out. Still don't want to play this because it's purged. And then I need to make sure I'm not getting bad cards in the deck, because these guys are going to, the amount of contritions that they give me are going to murder my flow. So I want to make sure I'm basically playing everything I can. I want to get as many of these as I can. Actually, we'll just throw you guys down here. We'll make you a little bit better. Never mind, can't do that, don't have the room. We'll make you dead. And then, yeah, we're good. We can't play anything else anyway. I'm gonna lose some fire health here. Yeah, that's par for the course. That's the way we go. So this card is sweet, but the problem is I can't really play it on this floor because our pupa is not hatched yet. And every time, the only way I can play it is if there's already echoes here. So I could play this and then do this, but it's still only gonna deal 5 damage. So it's kind of like, there's some cards that want the echoes to be on the floor permanently, and there's some cards that want the echoes to be there at the end of the turn, and then they'll have some sort of effect. So like this guy doesn't really care. He just wants you to play them on this floor in general, which is why he fits up nicely with him, because he wants you to play them, and he wants you to have them there at the end of the turn. So they're kind of like, these two are kind of like synergistic in some ways. So that's really nice. And he's going to hatch next turn. Nice little eggy boy. He's gonna come to life. I need to give you as much lifesteal as possible. So I think we're probably just gonna burn through our Ember Drain, and then we'll take care of you next turn. Don't like that. I don't like that number at all. 105, 107. So if I deal damage in 30 hit increments, I want to get you to like 90. Can't do that with that. I want to get you to dead, so I can do it with that. It'll help a little bit. Oh no. Okay. Need to make sure that I clear out this guy. Fortunately, I don't think I'm going to be able to. He's still going to do 5 damage to my Pyre. I could deal 13 to him, but that's not going to kill him or drop him below the threshold, so can just ignore him. We could definitely do that. Now this guy in the back is here, and he's huge, and he's angry. I do love this little pupa egg boy. We'll scale up you. Might as well save our boy. Took 5 damage now. Alright, I think we just kind of have to play it. See what happens. I could have killed one of those morsels and then played the other guy on that floor, but like that was just a bit extra. Alright, we should be good. We should be good. Everybody here is dead. Respect the X, all that good stuff. Just end the turn. Cool. Cool. So I don't really have much of a feel for like how one of these decks is strong. I don't really know yet. Whether they're good or not, but having 11 health at the end of a round is not good. So I'm going to kind of go with my gut here and say that this is a bad deck, or I'm playing it poorly. Also, could come from the fact that I murdered my own little bug boy. Power of Knowledge, deal 20 damage for each spell in the consume pile. I have quite a few consume spells now. I think this might actually be kind of worth it. And it's front-loaded damage. It's like damage that I can play right on the floor. Ambient Charge is going to make everything I have consume, or we could just straight up gain some energy, which goes nicely with my Ember Drain strats. So I like this. Yeah, let's go Forgotten Trait. And also, it's another infused spell. Oh no, Furnace Tap. Okay. Hello there. Hey, welcome in. Welcome in. kind of have an Ember Drain thing going, but the problem is I don't have consistent energy gain to be able to really support it. So I'm lacking. I need to get holdover on this guy. Speedy boy. Yeah, he's got his own bullseye. Furnace Tap, Void Binding. Furnace Tap is so good. How can I use it? It is Consume as well, which I'm really looking for Consume spells. Well, I really won't use the Consume spell on the floor of the Echo Right. Maybe I just go Crucible Extension, and I feel like I would much rather have the other +1 on the floor card from the Umbra, because I feel like I don't really want to spend the 2 energy most of the time just to get this off. Void Binding wouldn't be bad either. The problem is we're running against Seraph the Chase, so I don't really think that the Damage Shield and Rage is worth it. I think Furnace Tap is the play. And we go, hello, hello, Soleil. What are exile cards? So the exiled cards are these Echo Breaks, which I have upgraded all of them, so all of them are slightly different than they would have been to start. But basically they're infused and they deal 1 damage per candy on the floor. So they act sort of like a torch that scales with the amount of echoes that are on the floor. So you could technically get it up to, like, you know, consistently 4 damage and then maybe a few more if you build up those charges. I think they're pretty solid. Like they're really just torches. But the thing is that they're always going to do at least 1 damage. So this really doesn't feel like it's just basically like straight up better than a torch. Like there's no negative to it in any way. I don't see how it's just not a better torch. Like purely a better torch. Which I kind of, it's kind of a card game philosophy. It's a design philosophy. I definitely want to go this way because I want this this holdover. If I can get the holdover. I cannot get the holdover. Okay, so we're definitely going to reroll. To remove Consume I would like to remove Consume on Forgotten Trade, actually. Yeah. Okay, so let's remove Consume on Forgotten Trade. I think 1 cost to gain at least a couple Ember is perfect, and we can play this on any floor. Yeah, so it's kind of a card game design philosophy, at least with like Dominion. Whenever you're like building these games out, it's a bad idea to have a card that is just a straight replacement for another card. So for this to be deal 1 damage per candy, but it applies its own candy. So it's definitely going to be 1 damage, which is basically just a torch, because a torch will always do 2 damage. So I guess it's slightly different, but like it's pretty much identical. That's kind of a weird way to design it. I don't know. It seems like that was a bit of a missed opportunity, or maybe like 1 damage on the entire floor. I don't know. This really doesn't seem like too exciting of a card, but Echo Right is cool so far. Okay, upgrading with Magic Power and Consume. I think I'm gonna do it to this guy again. So now both of mine match. Holdover, not holdover. Okay. Double stack on the multi-strike is absurd. Because I can just play this at the end of the round and then get that sweet multi-strike Ember Drain deal. I'm also going against Seraph the Chase, which means that none of these 3 double stacked would be that great of an idea, but I like this. I think multi-strike 2 on our big guy is probably the best way to start like countering our damage, because like right now we have no damage, almost no damage. I would love to make this card more useful, but I think we're just gonna have to go with the +10 because I'm coming close to the end of my shopping. Oh, okay. Something with intrinsic. So, what do I want intrinsic in this set? Nothing really fits. None of these cards really give a big enough buff right off the bat. I mean, multi-strike would be sweet, but I did double stack it, so now it's Ember Drain 8. So I want to like backload that card instead of front load it. And I don't have that many units. I actually only have the egg. I basically only have the egg. We can give it +5 and 15. That'll make it have like 50 health and, 60 damage and 30 health. Did I give it some health? Because it normally has 10, and I gave it 10, so it'll have 30, 21. Yeah, it'll have like 35 health, 36 health. Might as well do it, because then we're also purging this card. So this kin host now has the spirit of a train steward. And if you didn't catch the new DLC yesterday, or this is the first time seeing it, that is a totally new mechanic. You basically just sacrifice a unit to infuse its like soul with other existing units. And it's very weird. Create a copy with purge and +1 to play it. I think I'm good on this actually. Yeah, I don't particularly need to chain spells with what I have. The strategy that I have does not need them. Could make you cheaper. Probably should make you cheaper, just to be able to play you more often, or like be able to play you plus other stuff at the end of the turn. Threat level, oh no, that's great. That's good. We do have 110 already. So apparently, from what I've been told, the threat level scales based on how many axe shards you have at the time. So if you're on floor 5 and you've already hit 100, it's going to say extreme. But if you have like 80 right now, it might be, you know, second to extreme. But if you have 80 at the end, it'll say non-extreme. It'll be like lower. So basically, they scale the earlier into the game you are, which is just kind of a rough way of telling you how screwed you are, to be honest. I still need to get this strategy going. So I need to play you there. You're huge. You like morsels and my little how do I want to do this? We'll play you top. I need to play this with you. We'll play morsels down here, and you duplicate them because you have the soul of a morsel maker. Did you see the screenshot in the Discord for the monster that cost like 70 room pips? No. What? Is it the guy that scales based on how many echoes there are on the floor, and then someone just took that to the extreme? Because that's amazing. I like that. I don't need to play any of these. I will deal some damage to you. Doesn't really matter which of you I kill, I guess. We'll just knock you out in the back, and then we'll play. Oh, you bring back my consume cards now. I completely forgot that that's going to be one of the, like, that's going to really change the way we play. And so that also means that you're going to be able to get 4 armor every turn. Yeah. Okay. So I understand how we're going to have to kind of play this. Eggy Boy hangs out with Egg Mama. These two are like linked at all times. Those two are going to be played next to each other. Unfortunately, the Strain Stew is still in the deck, but that's okay. Oh, he's gonna live. He's gonna make it. Look at him go. Wowie. Wowie, look at him go. All right, so I want to do this to scale you up with the armor and the attack. I would like to give you 2 morsel miners, make you as buff as possible. And then we'll give you these guys to boost your damage. I don't actually want to do that down here, so I'd much rather kill someone on the bottom floor. I might as well play this. Since we took the consume off of this spell, it's pretty good. It's going to really help the Infradrain stuff, I think. Not sure, but the overloaded red rune pips went off, like off the right side of the... I love that. I love when people find ways to just break things in games. Okay, the game does not like calculating all of these at the same time. Whenever I like just grab this card and the game has to think about the math that it's doing, the chaos of what's going to happen, it does not like that. So let's play you and you to get this floor infused so that this guy does more damage to the guy in the back. You need a lifesteal as well. You can use this. I wish I had the card that played gave infused everything in my hand. That would have been really nice, because we're not really hatching the shell at a very quick rate. I need to get him as big as possible. I don't want to play any of these extracts on this floor. I can't play them on this floor. And I could play them here, but all it would really do is save you a damage shield, huh? Let's extract to heal you. I think that's better than having the damage shield. and then we'll do this, which is a pretty easy play. So many artifice, so many effects. Monster Train just became a AAA game with how much of a GPU you need to run all of these like crystal effects. The geometry. Okay, adding multi-strike 2 to this guy is gonna make him insane, like a raid boss at the end of everything. But I think first we need to hatch the egg, because then we're not gonna have any ember to hatch the egg for like basically until the end of the game. Not gonna have any ember left. So let's go. Let's go morsels. I want to make you as big as possible. I'll give some to you as well. There you go, guys. Eat up. I can't believe this train steward made it as long as he did, but look at him go. Okay. I want to kill you in the back. How close? How are we doing on this? Okay, we need one more plate, which is perfect, because that's what the Shade Splitter is good for. You are 3. And then I'll play one of you up here as well. Okay, so now the egg's gonna pop next turn. We got the nice little exclamation point that is is like the basically the symbol that says something's gonna happen to this guy. It's not gonna be it's not gonna be what you were expecting. Something new's happening to him. And now we can play kind of our magnum opus, this double strike or 3 times multi-strike furnace tap. I'm actually thinking it might go best on the vessel. And here's why. The vessel, once this little boy pops open, he applies Reap 2 to the entire floor whenever he attacks. So yeah, the Shard Soul Carver is going to do a few damage, but this vessel is going to be applying 6 Reap to like everyone on the screen. Every single... Oh no, but Reap doesn't kill bosses. Reap doesn't kill bosses. So... All right, we're going with you. As genius as I thought this was going to be, it's not. Just play it. We're good. Let's do it. Multi-strike Eggy. I think that might be the play eventually. Right now, so the problem is, yeah, I only have like 1 wave remaining. I think whenever we get to the point of the final boss, maybe it'll be a play. I also have no cards, no energy that I can play. Sure, we'll just get a Shade Splitter. We'll give you some of that. I mean, we don't have any energy, so this doesn't do anything. It basically is just a consume card, so here, take some armor. All right, and then now everything dies because we have multi-strike 3, which is absurd. Oh, you're a... I hate sweep enemies. So I'm glad I gave you the multi-strike then, because this guy's gonna die, I think, before the multi-strike will kick in. So we need to basically be ready for him. So I want to give you as much health as I can. I should have played this first. I can't play this first. I have way too much multi-strike. Let's give you guys Reap. Let's give you guys... No, let's give you Lifesteal. And then let's kill this tank, because that'll give me 1 extra hit on him. And then I think we're good. Okay, how's this looking? He's totally dead. All right, well, that's what I like to see. Respect the X, and let's just play it. So we both have Lifesteal, so both units just kind of like stare down each other for a little bit there, and then they're good. It's looking good. It's looking good. I think breaking the pack shard limit and like just going all in on pack shards might be what I need to honestly like to push through that final boss. So I don't want to extract 5. That's very hard to do. It's very hard to get to with my current deck. I do think Power of Knowledge is pretty solid. I'm wondering if maybe we're good. Like, for the first time, I'm wondering if maybe the deck is actually okay. For the first time all run. But then also, like, why not? You were very... Libby, I talked to myself for 25 years, so, you know, now it's just a thing. Now I can do it on camera. No, that's not the idea, but Shroud Spike is... Might as well. I'm just gonna grab every card I can. No, but yeah, so I kicked off the YouTube channel which actually I was looking at the other day, and the YouTube channel I kicked off on a leap year. So I kicked it off in why Power of Knowledge? Power of Knowledge? Is that the name of one of these cards? Why Power of Knowledge? So I'm gonna have a lot of consume spells. Actually, so Echorite is bringing back a consume spell to my hand every turn, which is going to make the amount of consume spells that I have smaller, but I do have a lot of them. So I'm thinking like, well, I didn't have this one at the time, so ignore that one. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 consume spells. And if he's bringing back 1 every turn, I'm probably going to have at least like 2 to 3 in there. And so this guy is going to deal 20 damage for each spell. The thing that I'm running into is I don't think I have enough damage for the... I don't have enough damage for the frontline cards. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I think that does kind of It's kind of anti-synergistic. Anti-synergistic. What the heck? Don't use me as a way to form sentences. Echorite's going to be returning consume spells. So it's a little bit counterproductive to grab this card. But the problem that I'm running into with this deck, and it's what I'm scared of, is that units are going to squeeze past in the first few rounds of each floor before I get Shard Soul Carver's attack very high. Because we kind of have, like, of all the different things that we have in this deck, we kind of have a good way to kill bosses. We have a good way to kill AoE, but we don't have a good way to kill heavy tank units in the front. So I'm worried about like the 150 health, 17 damage bruisers that'll come through. And so if any damage I can do to them like really early on would be better. But I guess this also doesn't do a ton of damage really early on because you don't have that many consume spells. So maybe it's not the best way to solve that problem. But I'm really just looking for a way to like ramp up our damage as quickly as possible and then band-aid that over so that I can kill the bruisers. And it might not have been the best way to do it, but that's what I'm scared of, is those like bruiser, big, huge wing units. Hopefully that answers the question. I don't know that it's a perfect way of looking at it. I think we actually go Merchant of Magic because I really still want to get holdover on this guy. I don't know if it's worth it just to go for that, because I also could do some stuff to the Eggy Boy, and none of these have a duplicate. There is a dupe here, which means I'll probably take the dupe here instead of the artifacts. Quick. No, I would rather you attack multiple times because of your Reap set. Upgrading someone with health, no. Damage shield, no. I think we just reroll. Large stone doesn't really work. I'm already running into capacity problems. I don't think large stone is the fix here. I could make a train steward like good enough to survive on his own. All right, man. I'm just gonna release you into the wild. You've got this. It's all him from here on out. Sure, I'll take more points. Might as well. I feel like it's better just to take as many of them as you can get. Spell cards have a 50% chance to be discarded instead. That's not what you want with this set. Like, I think I would rather have cards in the consume pile. Oh, he doesn't have a gorge ability. Ah, that's why I needed a gorger. Yeah, so this guy doesn't actually have a gorge ability. He just gorges, if that makes sense. So this is not as good as... it's not as good as if he were a gorger. He just has like the morsel master thing, and then he has an ability that duplicates. Because of the morsel master thing, he has the ability that duplicates morsels. So it kind of works. I do want to get back to it because I had like a train of thought there. So I started this channel on leap year. Like, I started on February 29th this year, which is hilarious because like I don't know why that was the day that I decided that I would start it. So I'm not going to technically have a Chaniversary for another 3 years, but I am coming up on my first year, which is cool. So I've had like the YouTube for a while, and this is where I'm just kind of like doing, I would say, like special events I'm going to try to stream. The other one that I want to do is when Hitman 3 comes out. So Hitman 3 comes out in a few weeks. I think it's like in 2 weeks, 10 days, January to 20th or something like that. So hopefully I can knock something out during then. No, I do not like Incant. Okay, so I had a lot of problems with Arcus I had a lot of problems with Arcus like last time I ran. Yo, what's the yo, Libby? What you got? Let's do Shade Splitters. I'll feed. Might as well feed the egg. As weird as it is. No, I don't want to play that. The problem is I don't want to play this because it's going to... Oh, here's my plan. Okay, here's the plan. So we go consume here. That armors you. We're gonna go Ancient Resonance here to feed our Charge Echoes. And then we'll play this guy down low. And I don't mind that it costs 1 now, because I wasn't gonna play it anyway, and I don't play it as often. Okay, our egg's kind of thick, actually, so I'm glad that I put some health on him. Hitman 3, dude, yeah, Hitman 3 looks fantastic. And so I actually played through Hitman 3 or Hitman 1 and 2 for the first time in 2020. Like I played through them both this year, and I don't know how I missed those games, but I played them for the Xbox, so I completely missed like. Alright, I'm not gonna have any of my progression transfer over when I get 3. So right now I'm like kind of slowly playing through the third or the second one in the background. I'd watch those if you posted. Oh yeah, they'll be posted. That's the plan. I was thinking about just doing like a run with Hitman 2 just to see how well it did. Shade Splitter. Let's go with this. I need to get as many as possible because I think I want to hatch him early, and then we can make you. No. Let's make you. No. Here's my plan. Let's make you eat 4 of these guys. I like it. I like it a lot. Okay. Eat up, my friend. So now he's huge. Now he's 82, which is big enough to not have to worry about damage on the frontliners anymore. Because I was worried he wouldn't be able to chew through like these guys, but now we've got it, which is good. That's not going to do anything. This won't do anything. And Ember Drain 2 I don't want to deal with just yet, so I think we're good. Talking to as well. I might. Right now the amount of games that I have like half strung along, it's so ridiculous, dude. I've like not finished Baldur's Gate 3, partially because the game got super buggy and I had a bunch of save issues, and so to bring it back onto the YouTube channel, I would have to like redo progress that I've already done. So I would have to do like 2 hours of progress and then roll back a few patches. It's just like chaos. So I have that one in limbo. Still playing Slasher's Keep 2, or Slasher's Keep, not 2. Still playing Bug Snacks, which I will finish. Bug Snacks is amazing. Super like underrated this year. I don't know how that game didn't get more popular than it did. And then I also am trying to chew through. What else is on the channel? Oh no. Yeah. So I have a couple things that are going on right now, and I'm like trying to burn my way through all of them. Let's go. I can't play you there. Why? Why do you do this to me? So here's my plan. I think I just Furnace Tap you, and then let Shard Soul Carver take the wheel, and just straight up do the rest of the game. The rest of the game is just him multi-striking things for me. Yeah. So I turned on all of the stream stuff, but I have absolutely no idea how to. We're gonna do this skill the backliner. I have absolutely no idea like what I'm doing for the most part. I'm kind of learning as I go, which I guess everybody has to at some point. I want to hatch this egg as quickly as possible, so let's get all of these guys in here. Hatch, my friends, hatch. Here, have some rage. It'll go well with your ridiculous amounts of multi-strike, and then we'll deal some damage to you so that you don't sweep me next turn. Okay, our Eggy Boy's hatching. So we should be good. We have like 1 mega floor, and that's all we have. And now we have no Ember from like here on out. I do a lot of stream setups for people. Well, Libby, well, we might have some chats. No, my so I've got like the OBS backside of it, and I'm recording this through Audacity as well, because like I use Audacity whenever I stream or whenever I YouTube, but I'm still kind of trying to figure out like all of it. Wait, hold on. I set this up. Booyah. if you are a Monster Train player, oh no, I hit Control 1 and so now I grab my card. If you're a Monster Train player, I'm trying to do like a community challenge every week. And so that is the challenge. That's the challenge that we play basically every week. And then I run the challenge at the end of the week. Oh, can't play that. That was close. And then I run the challenge at the end of the week and we kind of like compare scores and decks and all that good stuff. And it's been pretty good so far. Every now and then we'll have one that like really takes off, like has a really good set. I can't play that there. Has a really good set. For the most part, it's hard to like, you know, do it every week. So everyone kind of like comes and goes as from week to week. I think we're good. Honestly, I think Arcus is dead. Like, I don't think I'd really need to worry about cards from here on out. It's basically just do not let anything kill this unit. Sure, have some more lifesteal, my dude. Immortal Trade is really just keeping this boy alive. My Ember Drain is just absurd, so I don't really get to play much other than that. Have you, this is not first run, right? Definitely not first run. It is one of my first runs with the new clan. I just unlocked the Exiled, so it is my first run with this Echo Right dude. And to be honest, I'm not using him to his fullest potential, like at all. I'm really not using. He's basically just a little shaman that's getting me my consume cards every turn. That's basically all I need him for right now. But yeah, definitely not first run with Monster Train. Finally completed a run with 2 starter clans. Nice. Yeah, the starter clans are really solid. I feel like all of the clans have such a cool identity that really you can kind of like get a feel for how to play the game in a couple of different ways just by using each of them, you know. Final boss was kind of annoying. When you say final boss, do you mean the big tall bald guy, or the Seraph boss, the big angel white guy? All right, he should be dead, right? Oh yeah, you're dead. Here, you know what? You get a consolation prize. You get a snack. Wurmkin Spike is a good card. Accelerated Incubation. Okay. I need this. I need this a lot. And it's a 0-cost card, so once I hit the multi-strike part of this round, this will be a good play. I think we actually go for draw or capacity. Yes, I want capacity so that I can fit 2 of you on the floor. That's my plan. I'm gonna duplicate that dude, and I'm gonna have 2 of them. 2 of this boy. Wait, hold on. I want to upgrade him first. I need to upgrade him first. So let's see what we can get out of this engage. I can't take any more. Are you serious? Oh, I don't have enough units. I've chewed through all of my units. That's fair. That's understandable, I guess. Daycare eggs. Yeah, we're gonna have like an infirmary floor, essentially. Make a card cost 0. I would love to make you cost 0. Basically, we're gonna hit a point where we have no energy, so I want to make everything as cheap as it can be. 30x plus 2. So that means if I play you with 0 energy, you're gonna do 60 damage to enemy units. Seems pretty good, especially for a card that's piercing and comes back. All right, Blessed Sword, welcome. Upgrade a spell with -1 and purge, but my purge cards are consumed instead, which is amazing. Although it kind of gets rid of the idea of purge. Do I need you to be consumed? I don't think so. I think we're fine. 140 is also probably spooky enough. So the immortality trades, or immortal trades, are actually kind of coming back in now to be useful. I think honestly the Shade Splitters, I would love to throw this Train Steward, but he's been with me since the beginning and I have an emotional attachment to the lad. Yeah, we're keeping him. Look at him. He has no idea what's coming. He's armed there with his little wheel. His shield doesn't even completely cover his body. He's just the poor guy. He's coming with me. We're not letting him behind. Not leaving him behind. All right, Petty Theft is solid, but it costs Ember, and we don't have Ember to spare. Gift of Gratitude is always good, but I'm already kind of rich. And we could also just go with damage per pyre. Honestly, because of none of these cards are infused, I don't Don't want them, so I'm just gonna go with the pyre health, or the pyre damage. Oh my god, the repeater, this guy gets huge. Although, very small attack, or very small health. So he's not really hanging out with other units. So I don't think the smith is where I want to be. I actually kind of just like him being like a last chance damage unit. And then he is kind of my... He's kind of just like my... Oh, I didn't duplicate the thing! Yeah. Alright, well, I wanted the daycare so bad, and I ruined it. I ruined it. No, there's a Hellvent here. Alright, we're going Hellvent. That's all we have to. We have to do it. I have to dupe him. I want more than one egg. Alright, so this is why you come, for the misplays. My man, what have you done? What do you do? Something I'm gonna dislike, I'm sure. You give everybody multi-strike, but you're stealthy, so I can't hit you with anything but a spell. And of course we draw the Furnace Tap right off the bat. I can't play Furnace Tap right now. I have other things to do, unfortunately. So we need to play this, and then I think we play it down low. Even though that only does 1 damage. Yeah, that was dumb. We should have played it in the middle. Yeah, not like this. not like this. I think we'll be okay. It's not good. It's definitely not good. All right, so I can kill you. Get rid of your multi-strike. That's gonna cut down the damage pretty strongly, but I also could just knock you out by having 1 more echo on this floor. So let's do this to you. I will also do it to you again. So basically, I'm scared that these like massive units are gonna creep by. The good thing is I've got enough pyre health to kind of like survive them for a round or two, but they're so spooky. They're such high health. So I really just want to make sure that I'm able to knock this guy out, or at least get him low health by the time. Ooh, this was a huge upgrade then, because it's going to be able to knock these guys out before they do like absurd amounts of damage. So yeah, so I like the way this is kind of played out so far. I will do this, and that clears out the floor. And then now you're going to get away with your 51, which is okay. Because I think you'll die in like 3 hits. Yes. And we actually got stronger because of the collector as well, which is pretty sweet. I'm content with this. I'm very content with this. I think we... I don't think we need to play these. I don't want Ember Drain to kind of like hamper me on the next few rounds. Okay. Morsel Shroud Spike turn for sure. I will play this to start it out. Might as well get the armor for it. Boom. How about that? You're gonna get nice and big. I will eat, but I don't think that I want to do that first, because I wouldn't mind just killing you with this. Yeah, so okay. So we were talking about the power of knowledge and like why I would take it. This is the exact example right here why I want to take it. These guys are so scary that I need damage up front to be able to knock them out. And so that's kind of my intention. If there's any more consume cards I could throw in there, which I think this would do well. Deal 33 damage to a unit, move back. Let's just give you the 33. And then we'll give you 33 more, and so now you're dead. And then this should do a lot more damage because we just boosted our consume pile. You like? Oh, it took off my mod that had I ran a mod that had all of the morsels. You could like change what the text of everything was, and I basically had the morsels recite the tragedy of Pelagius the Wise. So like the little text that would pop up the corner would be like, "Have you ever heard the tragedy of Darth Pelagius?" and I had that running for a long time. And it made it through way too many YouTube videos before someone found it. Alright, here we go. We're at 68. Still not going to kill the guy, but we are going to hatch the egg, which is cool. Okay, and I think I can play this down low. Consume Piercing. I should have played that earlier, but it's fine. And we'll give that to you. Alright, so we're running through this. It is Cov 1, but ideally we'd be able to knock out the big super crazy boss at the end of this whole thing. I never realized that. Yeah, James, it was there for quite a few videos. It'll be back whenever we start over again. I probably shouldn't have pointed it out, but I was proud of it. I had fun with it. Okay, so we got this guy back, which is awesome because he's just, this thing's just insanely good right now. 1 damage per. So these echo breaks kind of got scaled down. Like they're not as good anymore because all of my other cards that deal damage are like way better. And so I want you to feed him more. I've already hatched the egg, so I don't need to play this. We really need to dupe this guy. I think I really need to dupe him, and I need to toss the echo breaks. All right, you protect my boy. We'll do this. You'll protect him as well. I think, honestly, let's just clear out this top floor because I'm concerned with him making it 160, 160, 160. I think we also could do this. Here. Yeah, you'll be fine. As far as like all the units that I have that are going to deal damage, you're not really that spooky. You'll attack. Nothing's touching you because he's unable to kill you. All right, it really doesn't matter. And at this point, it really doesn't matter. I think we just go for something like this, and then we'll just play that down low. Okay, so he's gonna die. The big guy's gonna die. We will kill him on the next one. Mortal Trade and Echo Break. Barrels will be nice. Shade Splitter's always gonna be played because we can give him that. All right, we're gonna go with that. I haven't noticed any new songs now that I think about it for the Wurmkin clan. Like I don't know if they're here compared to the main champ. Oh yeah, the Echo. He's so cute. He's so cute. These cards are a part of the DLC that's going to be releasing in, well, actually we have no idea. So it's going to be releasing soon. But this weekend is the public beta. If you would like to fire it up yourself, so what you can do is go to your Steam profile, or go to your Steam, wherever you have Monster Train. This is only going to work on Steam, unfortunately, actually. And you can, Xbox One, so you know, yeah, okay, so you'll get it here in a few weeks. But it is the DLC that's going to be releasing, which is pretty sweet. And it's basically a, nah, we're good. We don't need to do that for anything. That was sub. So yeah, so if you play on the Xbox One, it is a, it's going to be coming out to all platforms, but it's basically a DLC that adds this new clan and adds a bunch of new like risk reward measures and then makes all these cards shiny. There's other things that happen to it as well, but it's kind of all over. Tons of random different effects. What do? You give him multi-strike. We cannot have you live. Like, you are terrifying. So I think we have to do this. Then we have to do it again. Now, how can I upgrade you as much as possible? You need lifesteal. And you need more friends. And you need to die, I think. I think that's the best thing for you to happen to you. Shade Splitter as well. Morsel Jeweler up top. Cool. I don't own this game, normally only by sub. You mean subscription to Game Pass? Is that what I think? I think that makes sense. Oh, I need energy for Furnace Tap, and I'm not gonna get it. Yeah, Game Pass. Yeah, so I think I actually don't know if the DLC will come to Game Pass or not. I don't know how that works. We do have the X though. So here, hatch my egg, and then we'll go. Cool. So apparently this big lizard man is big enough to chew through like 1,000 damage on his own, which means that when we add multi-strike to him, like Seraph is toast. I think it's going to be the big tall egg boy that we're mostly worried about. I don't think I want any of these. We basically have the Broken Memories set already through Echo, right? The return a random consume spell to your hand is kind of what this does. That's exactly what this does. Probably be discounted because of sub. I would think so, but I don't actually know. Consume infused, add 3 embers here. Yeah, sure. Give me more ember. We need it. That's where we're being kind of hamstrung, I think. I will go here, and here's my thoughts. So I definitely want to dupe this little guy, wherever you are. But I want to double check to make sure that there's no upgrades I could give him. There are not. Blights and Scourges cost less is going to be really nice for that final fight. Dazed on the bottom floor of the first wave of combat is going to be nice. It helps you set up. And then Pyre starts the battle with armor 15. And don't need Pyre Wall. Pyre Wall would be okay for the final fight, actually. It would give me like 1 extra turn. Time to shiny Yegi. We're finally doing it. We're going to have our infirmary. Our kin host vessel. We're going to dupe him. Nice. I am going to toss, I think, maybe this one. Nah, I think we're good. Just toss a Shade Splitter. Like one of the more expensive Shade Splitters. I think that's okay. And then we can Merchant of Magic holdover. Ah, I finally got it. Do I really want to change the way this whole deck plays in the final section? Yes. Yes. Everything is cheap. And since it'll gain 3 every turn, we are going to be able to keep the Furnace Tap going whenever we need to. And then we're also going to be able to play like all of these cards that, yeah. The answer is yes. The answer is yes. We'll change the entire makeup of the deck in the final section. And then you can do stuff with them, make packs. I also want to make things cheap enough so that I can play them with the extra 3. I think every single card in this deck is low cost, except for this guy. We could also make Shroud Spike always worth something. This is already good. I think we'll go with Shroud Spike. We'll make you cheaper. Magic Power, Magic Power, Magic Power would go well here. No. Kind of goes well everywhere. I'm probably going to play these things more often. Let's go with this. It'll be higher on the piercing damage as well. And then might as well reroll because I think we're stacked. The amount of cash that we have in this deck is absurd. It is ridiculous. I could do this and that would let me do a like ridiculous turn with one of these X cost cards whenever I draw it. I think this is the play. We basically can just use this to trigger an X cost card whenever we get that, whenever we feel like it's a good time to play it. I think that works. So many packs. Pact with the Devil, yeah, it kind of is. So this right here is basically like how much risk I've absorbed out of 100, which is more than 100, but it's really good. And I also have just murdered this deck. All right, why not? Everything is consumed now. We just consume all the cards. Is there anything else we'd like to take? Magic Power, sure, why not? I'm just murdering this deck. Let's go here. It's piercing. No, that's so good. Magic Power piercing on you? Piercing? Why not? All right, I'm overboard. 180. I think that honestly, maybe like just going all in, because the amount of benefits you get to your deck, I definitely wanted that. The amount of benefits you get to your deck, I think are like I'm scaling, I'm getting much stronger, but I don't think that the enemies are going to get that much strong. I don't know. We might find out. I'm pretty sure we're just going to blast through this Seraph. like I don't think Seraph is going to be a problem in almost any way. Shard Soul, you always go first. Echo Right, you kind of lock down your own thing. Bounding Echoes. Oh, I should have played this first. That's okay. We'll do this. I got my kin host already. Yes. Thank you. That's awesome. Ember Drain 9 is going to... Or sorry, not Ember Drain. Lifesteal 9, I think, directly scales with how many of these pack shards we have. So this is a problem we're going to have to deal with in the future, but hopefully we can scale up before that happens. I think we need to keep you hitting the Seraph. So let's consume. We'll infuse. We'll make you shred a few things. This guy is going to be spooky because I don't want you making it through. So I probably should try to kill you. So let's deal a little bit of damage to you ASAP. Okay. And also, lifesteal is not going to be as important on this run because Seraph the Chaste is here. So I'm gonna skip lifesteal somewhat. Oh, so much damage. So I need to throw down you. Unfortunately, you're gonna hatch later, but that's why I'm throwing you in front so that you can kind of tank for this guy in case we get like a sweep, or in case we get some sort of disaster happens. You always get played because you're free, so we're gonna put you there. Should have played this to start the round, but I didn't. No, keep this, it's frozen. You... I think I'm gonna play this on him and then just Blessed Sword with like 2 energy. Might as well get the Train Sword out of the deck. Oh no, this is exactly the reason I have you. This is exactly your purpose. This is your purpose. How much damage are you gonna do right now? A couple hundred, right? So you have 209 health, which means you'll make it through both floors. But not if I do something like this, and then we just knock you out with this Blessed Sword. Okay, this deck is good. We have taken so many pack shards that things are a little broken. This is gonna be sweet, because those are all gonna go in the deck, and they're all more consume cards that'll give us more energy. And we have plenty of X cost cards that scale with the amount of energy we have, so like, this is just all sorts of broken. Throw you there, throw you there. You guys are gonna deal 80 damage and knock out him. I love the game stutter whenever I break out this card. It knows what's happening. It's like, oh, hold on there. You sure you want to play that? Sure. Okay, so you'll do the 15 damage to him, and then the 80 will hit Seraph, so I don't really need to worry about top floor. Bottom floor we'll deal with when we get there. Right now, I just like to scale up enough to hatch my my larva. So I'm thinking that we go with Echo Break on you, and then we'll do this to you, move you to the back, and then we'll hit everybody with one of these. Boom. And then honestly, you could just make him bigger. Slightly larger. Then I'll let you die. Let you die to get you out of the hand. So unfortunately, I just took a lot of sweep damage from this guy, but thankfully I made both of these guys beefy enough to get out of that situation. And now's when things get a little bonkers. Because now we can multi-strike to our... this guy. Wait. I can't multi-strike you? Hold on, what? Is he not a viable target for that? Am I insane? Why can't I multi-strike the egg? What's going on here? What's going on here? He's like an enemy. He's like a he's one of them. He's our man. He's the man on the inside. I am thinking that might be a little bit of a bug. So I'm gonna pupa can't take multi-strike from furnace tap? Question mark. Maybe he's a spy. Submit. All right, so now we have Perils of Production. We want to basically play this whenever we can, and that's going to allow us to start picking up some Ember Drain. So this is a good play. I'm going to actually dump the Furnace Tap on him so that I think he will spawn with a multi-strike. Or no, we'll give it to him. Have you seen the secret final boss yet? I have, and I would say that that secret final boss has destroyed me as well. So that's fun. I got murdered by him, to be honest. Did not go well, but I guess that's part of it. All right, so I want to hatch this other egg as quickly as possible. So let's do something like this. I don't want to play you because you cost 1, and I want a Shroud Spike. I have seen the secret final boss, but I got destroyed by it, and I think this run is definitely going to make it there. And also, I think this run is pretty good. We'll just start doing damage to Seraph. Oh, I meant to eat. That's fine. That's fine. We'll just eat. The multi-strike or the lifesteal isn't going to do anything because Seraph's going to cleanse it off anyway. So we'll just end turn. How to trigger hidden? So it's only for this DLC, Kakber. So you'll find it whenever this DLC comes around. But basically, there is a boss that will pop up once we get to 100, and we should see him pretty soon. So this is going to be really nice. I think I might start using it to tackle Seraph. Do I want more of these? Yeah, I want as many of these as I can get. Give me like way more. Extract one, consume. What? Not enough? Oh, I don't have enough stuff. That's fine. Consume will deal a bunch of damage to you in the back. Sure, we'll take some more energy. Sure, we'll play another one of these. This, like, the combos are just absurd. I don't get it. I don't get how this is like a game that's on, like, I just don't understand how this works, or like how this is the way that this set runs. So 124 times 3. If I could get you knocked down to 124, which I will if I do this, that'll be a lot more damage on the Seraph. And then honestly, maybe you need to heal up a little bit. Okay. When Hearthstone is not enough for you and you want to play a card game where you can torture your enemies even more. Oh yeah, this is like if you're having a bad day in Hearthstone and you're like, man, I don't know if I want to be buying all these cards, and then you flip on Monster Train and they just give you the cards for free. It's wild. It's crazy. I like single player card games. I think it's a cool way to be able to balance things, and also I just tend to kind of like gravitate towards these more, I think, than, oh, I can't add morsels anymore now that these guys have hatched because they both fill out the fort capacity. So this train steward just this is like the moment he's been waiting for. He finally second in the line of succession, I guess. We'll give this to you. I need to drop him for sure. Honestly, at this point, the damage is just so ridiculous that I need to just be applying it to Seraph as much as I can. Like this. Alright, Seraph, take your 280. Leave me alone. Go back from whence you came. I tried this game for the first time. I felt like this game could even be run on phone. Yeah, I think it could have been at one point, but not anymore. There's some serious graphical fidelity that's happening now. I think you actually can, like, if you've never seen Monster Train before, if you've never seen this before, I think you actually can, like, low quality and then like pause the effects in the background and stuff, so it maybe could be played on phone. So a super interesting thing while we're talking Game Pass, I saw that Slay the Spire can be played on your phone if you do the ultimate game streaming to your phone, which is pretty cool. And I tried it out. I mean, I've tried it out a couple times before, but I think I gave it more of a chance like 2 weekends ago or something like that, because I was home with my family and like everyone goes to bed at 10, so I'm just like, what do I do for the next 3 hours or whatever, because my sleep schedule's messed up and I'm an adult, or I'm a child masquerading as an adult. And so I played a lot of Slay the Spire on my phone, and the Xbox game streaming is perfect for that sort of thing. Like it is really, really cool. Really fleshed out. It seems like the touch controls work out really nicely. Slay the Spire's mobile clone's flooded. Yeah, but I like to play the original thing. Give the cash to the original dev, you know, because I feel like they are the ones that need it, or not need it, but like they earned my purchase, right? Like they've earned my ability. All the clones are kind of isn't Slay the Spire in the App Store, so I think it might be for Apple. I don't know if it is for Android. I don't actually know if it is or isn't, to be honest. I have an Android phone. I don't actually know if it is, but if it isn't, the Xbox Game Pass part works well, and also it does like your save as well, like carries your save over and whatnot. So this build is ridiculous. When you get to the point where you're just playing cards and you're not really thinking about like where they need to go anymore, like the decision making process here is just play everything I have. It's like, just do it. What's there to lose? Here, have a morsel. Here, take my eggs, and then we'll keep on that card. Seraph, my friend, how we looking? You're looking pretty dead, Seraph. How about now? Yeah, you're still dead. Okay. All right, I think we'll be fine for the final boss. I think that's a pretty solid like Covenant 15 run. I know that was Covenant 1, but I think we might have been okay with this deck, like a much higher Covenant. So here's the crazy part. Oh no, you didn't quite make it to hell. You didn't get to bring the pyre back. You have to fight Northern Lion. The bald man. Time to see eggs kill God. Yeah, essentially. I think this guy is the Last Divinity. And what's awesome is since we're setting up on the bottom floor or the middle floor, we basically are just going to be attacking his hips. Like, all right, cool. We'll hit you in the ankles. Shard Soul. Oh, I almost did something bad. Shard Soul Carver needs to go here. We should play you first. Unfortunately, I think what's going to happen is Echo Right's going to die kind of quickly because he's going to get swept. So we're actually not going to have as good of a deck as we had previously, but because the consume cards aren't going to be thrown into my deck as often. But I think we can still make it work. If we can just try to protect him as much as we can, I think these cards, this Echo Infusion, is going to be a little bit more important. Well, your team on a middle floor is going to, yeah, basically just right in the how do I say balls on stream without being without being crude? Bounding Echoes. Let's throw you here. I want to give you as much armor as possible. 33 damage to a unit. Move it back. That's exactly what we're trying to do. Okay, so he has 4,300 health. I'm pretty certain that's because we have 180 packed shards. I don't know if that math, like what the math number would be there, but I think that's what that is. Echo Infusion is going to keep you alive for one more turn, so I think this is a good play. Hosting Kin is going to keep... It's going to give you a little bit more armor, so we'll do that. Not a great first draw. Like the cards that I drew right off the bat were not fantastic. I am glad that the middle floor, though, is multi-strike, because I think we can outscale that with our Shard Soul. Oh yeah, lots of hits. Right to the old groin. Train Steward. How am I going to... Yikes. So I'm not going to be able to kill these guys. So we need to scale like immediately. Very quickly. Need to scale very quickly. I haven't gotten any of the cards I need to like really start the Ember Drain combo. So I want to consume everything as possible up here. I need to play my eggs down low, which is perfect. Okay, there it is. That's what I need. I needed lifesteal because him taking 56 damage was terrifying. So now that we have lifesteal on us, that should be really nice because we're going to be able to... Hopefully, I get something that gives me energy. If I don't draw Perils of Production or... If I don't draw Perils of Production or... What else? Forgotten Trade next turn. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay, so out of 14 cards, I have like a 1/7 chance of drawing them, basically. And I draw 5 cards a turn. I draw 5 cards a turn. So hopefully I could draw both or one of them. It's not guaranteed, though. So I don't know if I eat the 56 damage or if I just apply lifesteal to you. I think we just take the risk. If we don't draw those Ember cards next turn, I don't think it's that big of a deal because we have a ton of like low cost cards that deal damage. But I do want to get these guys hatched as quickly as possible so we can really get the Reap up and going. So I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to play it again. No, I'd rather play this. And you can't kill these guys because I've already incanted them, so they actually won't take the damage. So it might be a good idea just to wipe out some damage on the bottom floor. Or scale him a little bit more with Shade Splitters. And then we could just reap this bottom floor. I think this is the play. So let's do this. I will play you here. You're going to make his attack much higher. And then we'll Shard Trap down. Oh, no. I want to Shard Trap up high because I want to give him some armor. So I really want the armor on this guy more than I think I want to kill the bottom floor units. Basically, I want to keep my buggy alive as long, my little bug boy. I want to keep him alive as long as possible so that I can keep getting this consume dealio, because I really need cards like Bounding Echoes and Most Blessed Sword to keep coming back over and over again. If I had been thinking about it, to be honest, I would have picked up one of these cards that brings back consumes from the... I would have brought back one of these cards that brings back consumes from my pile. So like either Broken Memories. I wish I'd found a Return Soul or a Ambient Charge. No, Ambient Charge doesn't do what I think it does. But I would have liked to have had Broken Memories. And I found it earlier and I was like, I don't need it. I needed it. That's okay though. That's okay. All right, eggs are gonna die. Eggs are gonna die because everything's gonna die. Everything's gonna die because these guys do an absurd amount of damage and he doesn't have any health. So I need to use Blessed Sword to just kill all of these. The problem is he's gonna deal 24 damage. And I can't block that. Like even if I kill everything here, the boss does 24 damage, which is too much, but I can make you armor up and I can also chump block with morsels. No, 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 don't say F. No F in chat, not yet. We are not there yet. This is the play. Oh, we're fine. Oh, we're fine. They said it couldn't be done, but you need to... There's some things that we need to do here. I need to give him Morsel Jeweler, so he gets a damage shield, and I need to give him Ember Drain, which is fine. I'm okay with having Ember Drain yet, or right now, because we have Perils of Production. No, no, no. The Eggies are alive and well. So this card, at its most basic, does 30. Even if I play it with 0 energy, it's gonna deal 30 to everybody, piercing, which means I can kill both of these guys just by playing this when I have 0 cost, and everything in my hand is 0 cost. So I should be fine. The Eggies will live. This is a guaranteed play. This is not a bad play either, but I think Blessed Sword is just straight up better in this situation. I might play this down low so that I can knock out him. That's not going to knock him out. We could play this, kill everything, and then basically have like a free round where we don't have to worry about anything and everything will be able to attack the divinity. I kind of like that. So let's do this. We'll see what effect it has on the floor, on the board. How are you healing? What? What? That's insulting. Oh, because of this guy, because of the shaman. That's fine. Look how much we're healing from this, because of all this lifesteal we've added. And we're gonna add more lifesteal. Okay, so we're healing, we're fine. The 3 damage is acceptable. We can take this. I don't know where you guys are taking 3 damage from, if I'm gonna be completely honest. Oh, it's the spikes. Whatever. Spikes are bad. We will take a little bit from you. But I think that's okay, because we still have all this armor still. Or we still have all of this armor. I want to keep these boys alive. So actually, like, doing something like this might not be a bad idea. Still dead, huh? Still dead, huh? Okay. I was like, what's happening here? Morsel Jeweler is gonna get us through this section, and then I think we just clear this bottom floor. Like, we're still hitting the boss. Fantastic Eggies will bring it home. Dude, I hope so. They're looking pretty good. This one is gonna hatch not this turn, but hopefully next turn, because we're gonna have 1 free turn. Oh, you're gonna take 13 damage no matter what, so there's not much I can do here. I think I'd rather just play this. Everything's dead. All right, 20. Because it's not the end of the world if our Shellbug dies, but I just need Shellbug to die. I just need Shellbug, or sorry, not Shellbug to die. I just need Shellbug to live. Just need you to keep going. Just push a little bit more. All right, this is the play. Make you as strong as possible. You really need multi-strike so that we can just get crazy with it. I don't want to give multi-strike to the Eggies because the divinity gets rid of Reap every turn. So one of his effects, by the way, if you haven't seen him before, is that he clears out all debuffs, which sucks because it just murders our Reap strats. So like Reap is just not viable against him, unfortunately, or not really viable against him. So I need to keep you boys alive, which the easiest way to do is to play some consume spells. So I can play Echo Break down here. I also could, I don't have any morsels, so Shroud Spike isn't going to do anything, unless you could eat the eggs, which would be absolutely terrifying. I can still play Blessed Sword down here to get kind of a free pass. Or I could heal up our Echo Right by playing a consume spell. Could also give him some lifesteal here soon if I find that card in my deck again. I don't know where it is. I've lost it. I seem to have lost my card. This is a good play though, for sure. And now we're gonna start chewing through his damage, which is nice because we have not done that so far. I don't mind that my Pyre's gonna take like 6 damage from this dude. Like that's really not that big of a deal. I don't mind that he's taking 20 health back every turn. That's like not worth the opportunity cost. I want to give you some armor though. So let's go. Let's just deal it to you. It's better to hit you, I think, because then you won't heal on the final round. And then now we have some stuff we can do. So we can do Blessed Sword. We'll clear out the whole floor, most of the floor. I could have played Forgotten Trade, but I want to save it for next turn. So it's a little spooky. It's a little spooky. Perils of Production needs to get played. Egg is still... We've secured 1 egg. So egg secured. Why have you not been shelling? Oh no. Okay, so the eggs both don't consume at the same time. One eats and then the other one eats. So your infirmary only works if you have this card to play, which will consume the shells on both of them. But as far as like having enough echoes to go through both of them, that's not the best way to do that strategy. So not necessarily great, but it's okay. It's okay. Because we get the draw from this. I think we should give you the lifesteal. We also need to keep you alive. I need to give you at least 13 health to keep you alive, like from that, basically. So, I'm just going to consume as many cards as I can up here to get you 4 Ember. Or to get you 4 armor. You now have 12 health. You now have enough health to live. How are you only healing 19, dude? Wouldn't you just get hit and then you'll heal like 80? Maybe I'm misunderstanding something there. He's dead. That's great. We're gonna do a lot of damage to the boss. Oh wow, awkward. Yeah. The fact that they don't share that is a little rough. I see you right there. You're spooky. You're trying to hide behind his damage shield, and you give everybody spikes. So we're probably gonna try to just drop you. I don't need to play this just yet. I think I can play both these cards without doing it. So let's just kill you. We'll drop you. That clears the spikes off of everybody. That's going to be a lot nicer for him. And then I'm going to consume Reap here, because our Reap here will deal the most damage. It's kind of negligible. Okay. How we doing? How we doing? Oh my god, we can play Furnace Tap again. That's going to be stupid. Yes, I love it. That's gonna be really, really good. And I know that you are burning off you're burning off your own debuffs. You're actually not burning off my lifesteal. So this is a no-brainer. I think we need to make you a little bit thicker so we can keep you going. I'm gonna play Forgotten Trade on Shroud Spike, depending on which of these 2 I get. So let's go here first. Rubble Morsel, not what I was looking for. So I'm gonna go Forgotten Trade. I'm gonna use one of those to get a hopefully damage morsel. It's not a damage morsel. We're gonna throw you there anyway. As much as I don't think this is the best thing we could do, I really just need the damage and I need it now because we have 23 health left and no way of recovering it. So I need to scale very quickly, or I need to scale ASAP, like yesterday. Yeah, you're dead, that's fine. Oh, because this floor is sweep, whatever. All right, so he didn't even get into the final boss. Hopefully, oh god, this is my last turn. This is my last turn. Okay, gonna need another game plan. Game plan is we're probably dead. We're probably dead because I don't think that I can do enough damage to kill all of these guys, and I definitely can't deal 1,300 damage on this turn. So that might be a bit of a ripperino. 200 damage to you? I mean, I can at least get like halfway, right? That's like half the fight. This is a good play because it clears on everybody, and it gets rid of a lot of the chump blockers. 640 damage, which I'm pretty sure is most of what you could deal. We could kill you, but like, it's not worth it because one hit will kill you and it'll be almost perfectly efficient. So I should definitely just use it on you. Yeah, we're dead. We're dead. I do not believe there is anything that can be done to save our poor pyre. Oh, why? Why is this what happens? Unfortunately. Yeah, sure, we'll give you some health. Used, extract, consume, we can give some damage there, but there's nothing else we can do. It is over, I do believe. Rough. Use all of your excellent power. The eggs have been, I think, quelled. We're a little dead. A little dead. I like that if you overcharge the amount of echoes you get on one floor, by the way. Even just having 4 looks like this, but having 6 looks like, or having 7 looks even cooler. Like I'm all in. It's very cool. All right, I think that is going to do it for this run, unfortunately. Ooh, that one hurt. That one hurt. Just the single shot laser beam to the heart. Oh, I thought the run wasn't gonna end. Oh, okay. All right. That was a solid run. I really like the exiled Wurmkin, though. I'm excited to kind of see what they do. Thank you very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this, this will be on YouTube as a part of the stream bots. Liking the video is the easiest way to support my channel and to push this bad boy through the old YouTube algorithm. And I'll see you in the next one. Many more to come. And that's where I'll cut it. Boom. Twitch content.